the way my life goes. It goes that way, whatever. I started school at age 6, my first grade, and that was a 5 or 6 block walk. The school had a wonderful German name. It was known as Wohlgelegen, which translates in well-placed. And school was okay, except school was very strict and very disciplined. And I preferred doing things rather than writing, doing drawing. I preferred doing other things. I loved making little my fingernails always had little figures on them that I made. And then, of course, when the teacher was talking, I'd be working with my fingernails. Punishment in school for not paying attention is what's called a little Spanish rod. It's a bamboo about that long and very thin, and you held out your hand. You're supposed to hold out your hand, and I couldn't see for the life of me how I could hold out my hand when he was going to hit it anyhow. So, he'd go for it, and I'd jerk my hand back. I'd get my 2 or 3, whatever I had coming, and I earned quite a few of those. Life was easy. My foster parents always saw to it that I had something as a gift on Christmas. And maybe the most wonderful Christmas gift I recall was a store, a grocery store that my foster father had made for me. It had all the shelves, and they had little boxes on them, and had all these wonderful things, and a set of scales. It was just wonderful. And I also, at that point, from my real family, was given a doll. I loved that store, and I played with it. I wasn't that fond of playing with the doll, and every so often I would get very angry with that doll. And as a rule, I'd snatch the hair off. That was the first thing to go. So when you've got a doll and you snatch off the hairs, you're going to have to hide it. So I'm always looking for a place to hide my dolls, because when they found them, they were snatched bald. They eventually gave up and figured that I wasn't a doll person.